Welcome back to episode 4 of Cooldown Reduction. As always, I am rejoining the cast. My name is Jonathan, and I have the lovely Carmen right next to me. And our returning super special awesome guest, Mr. Luke.
Hello.
And Chad.
Howdy.
So we wanted to start today's episode off. And by we, I mean me. I demand to hear your favorite Pokemon type and why. We'll start with Chad since his head's down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Defend
it.
I only get one type, right? I can't do a dual type.
You can't pick a dual type.
That's fine. I thought about this earlier when Carmen told me about it, and I'm gonna have to pick fire. Is that fine?
Yeah,
because you got a look on your face where you're like,
well, I'm
say whatever you want, and I'm
judging
shut
you
it all down.
Because fire eats shit to Stone Edge. So
okay, look, that I don't care about any of that shit right now. I only like it for one basic reason. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Red.
Oh, and you had a Charmander. You're super special.
I had a Charmander. And everyone after that, I always chose the fire Pokemon.
The fire starters are terrible, though. They're terrible.
You still wreck shop at the game because it's easy as shit. Let's not forget it's a children's game.
No, it's easy to beat the game, but if you want to, do competitive, they have like cheating algorithms and crap in their battle maisons and junk. It does. It cheats. It cheats its way through the game.
These are like the ones that are playing now, though.
Yes.
That shit wasn't happening back when I was playing on my Game Boy Color or on my Game Boy Advance.
Which ones have you played?
Yeah, I could cheat with the Game Shark. Yellow.
That's not Pokemon Red. Okay, good.
Yeah. You said name them all.
Yeah, but you got to do chronologically.
Okay, my bad. Red.
Thank you.
Yellow. Then I think I got silver.
Good choice.
I got gold first. I'm not sure.
Judgment.
I got all three, though. I even had crystal. And then it was ruby, sapphire, and then ruby one more time.
Did you buy a second cartridge? Or did you just restart? Okay, that's different.
I restart them all anyways multiple times.
Sure.
Never got to play Emerald. I went to a local store to go find one. That thing's like $30.
Nowadays,
I can't justify that.
No. Emerald's broken anyway. So they're all those Game Boy Advance ones.
And eventually, I'll step up my handheld game and get into the 4 I'm missing.
4?
I guess they'd be
You're
multiples.
missing Diamond, so you're missing 4th generation, which is Diamond and Pearl, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Yeah.
You're missing 5th generation, which is Black and White.
Well, I'm not counting the reboot ones. You guys.
Black and White's not a reboot.
Not Black and White, the Heart Gold or whatever.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver?
Yeah. Isn't that just gold or remake of gold?
But better.
Oh, I understand it's better. But
they follow you around. Haven't you always wanted a Whalmer following you?
I had a Pikachu follow me around.
Yeah, but you can have any Pokemon follow you around.
It's even better.
Chad and Jonathan haven't seen each other for like a week, so they kind of miss each other, and that's why this conversation is just getting out of control.
Because somebody doesn't come to Friday Night Magic anymore.
Sorry. I was busy. I threw so many pots.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd like fire. Just because of that's how I started.
I have to accept your reasoning for the reasons that we agreed upon earlier, but I
no,
don't like it.
There's no competitive advantage to it. It's just for me. It makes me happy.
Do you even know what types fire is weak against?
Besides water?
Yes. What beats fire?
What beats fire?
Yeah.
Water?
Yeah.
Doesn't rock?
Yes.
Dark?
Nope.
Damn it. What are all the new types that I haven't
Doesn't matter.
about?
They're not super effective against it.
Oh, really?
It's one of the originals.
Damn, is it going to be like psychic or something?
No. That's crazy.
Then what is it?
It's ground.
Ground. Oh, because of rock. Ugh.
Yes.
They're both ground. Well, sorry.
Yeah,
no,
good.
But who uses ground and rock Pokemon?
People don't use those Pokemon, but everybody has Earthquake or Stone Edge on their team.
That's fair.
So you gotta be ready for it.
That's fair.
Or Stealth Rock.
That's fine.
And in your buddy Charizard's case, Stealth Rock eats a quarter of his HP when he switches in. So.
What a terrible laugh. What has happened to Pokemon?
Oh, that's right. You haven't played it since Entry Hazards became a thing.
What the shell is that? Go to someone else.
All right, Luke.
Favorite type?
Favorite type.
I want to say grass for the same reasons that Chad gave, but I think I want to go with dark because they look the coolest. Like dark Pokemon just look the coolest.
And Umbreon's a giant asshole.
Yeah, I love Umbreon.
Hate Umbreon so much.
Is it a lot stronger now?
Umbreon's a giant tank. It's the most defensive evolution there is.
How competitive
is it more defensive than Vaporeon?
Yes. Vaporeon has higher HP and equal special defense, I think, but Umbreon has better defense and special defense.
They can all learn Wish, right?
I think so.
See, I don't even know what Wish is.
Wish is a move that restores up to, I think, 50% of their HP after 2 turns.
Good lord.
But you can switch into it and then heal a Pokemon that didn't use it.
No, look at that. Pokemon getting all strategic.
It is.
My bad.
No, go ahead.
You first.
No, we're going around the table.
Oh, okay.
We're sitting at a table.
It's a round table.
I would say water because Squirtle was the first Pokemon.
There you go. Sometimes that's all it takes. Is basic nostalgia.
Dude, I played Pokemon Red and that was it. So,
What?
I mean, I liked Pokemon and the show was cool, but after a while I just moved on to other things. So
I don't understand. I don't understand. How do you move on?
I just did, man. Like, I got a PlayStation.
We're 24, and we have not moved on.
You're 24. I'm not 24, but you're
24.
Yeah, you just turned it.
And we have not yet moved on from Pokemon.
I don't think you ever move on.
No.
The only thing to stop you is just buying devices to play them.
Can you still name the original 150?
No.
Ooh, can you Pokerap the original?
No.
I can do parts of it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I think I remember like 10 of them, honestly.
That's pretty good. I mean, you got Squirtle, so you only need 9 more.
Yeah.
And, I don't think we said Charmander, but there's an extra. But he did say Charizard, so there's at least 3.
Yeah, so
Can you name 7 more original Pokemon?
Pikachu, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Zapdos, if that counts.
There you go. He went after
Mewtwo.
Ooh.
Mew does not count because Mew is number 151.
Okay, you and your rules. What was the Slifer? Was that one of them? No, it was like
close.
That was extremely close.
It's
If
like
you're thinking of the Sky Dragon.
Yeah. Okay,
Get
so
out of here.
I'll skip that one then. Wasn't there like a... Well, it was Meowth, because I watched the show.
What does he evolve into?
I don't know. Some kind of Persian cat.
Oh, he got it. He got it. Stroke of luck.
Stumbling through the 7. I don't remember any others.
I don't understand how could you play Pokemon Red and not want to play Pokemon Yellow when it came out?
I think that like I may have wanted to get it, but I was like super into Power Rangers, and like they made that like
they're not mutually exclusive. You don't have to choose.
I know, but like I had a console and they made Lightspeed Rescue, like that game, and me and my cousin would play that all the time. So I kind of gave up on Pokemon. I would only play it in the car, and I was just never in the car as much. I was always at home with my console.
I don't understand.
It happens.
Different strokes for different folks, bro.
No.
Just don't accept it. Just move on. Did you say yours?
No, haven't done it. Mine's Ice.
Hmm.
Because
I like that.
The very first before I even played the game, when Nintendo Power ran a preview of what Pokemon was, they showed the 3 legendary birds, and I was like, Articuno, bam. And then that recess, we just like flapped our arms around the playground.
Yeah, you went to cool school.
No, that was what we did.
So just like after seeing like the legendary birds, that was like Articuno was like
Articuno, number 1, Ice.
That's my master.
It makes me really sad that Ice is a really crappy type to be. It's a good thing to have a move of, but not a good type to be.
That's fair.
Because Ice resists 1 type. Ice. That's it.
There you go.
They're weak to fire.
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
Steel.
Science.
Fighting.
The science type Pokemon.
Well, in the Pokemon trading card game, Game Boy game, there was a science guild. But they used poison and...
I mean, with like Dr. Oak in them, would they be science type Pokemon?
They're not Pokemon.
I meant like all those things like break ice and melt ice. real life. But I mean, yours and mine are kind of the same, right? Because like ice is just like frozen water, so it's like.
But ice murders dragons, and dragons resist
Did
water.
they ever decide if like people ate Pokemon?
I was just about to go there.
Yeah.
Was gonna ask if y'all felt that Pokemon were food.
Well, has anybody has creators ever touched on that?
No, but
Why would
it's
they?
You really almost have to believe that they do because you never see
Anything
regular
else?
animals.
Nope.
There is no regular animal in the Pokemon world.
There's no time we ever maybe just see a different bird or like a little
No.
tiny fish. Never.
Nope.
Yeah, definitely in the TV show.
I
cannot
think
remember.
maybe in the first season there might be regular fish, but I've never seen cows.
No, there's no.
It's always been milk
They're
tank.
milk tanks. That's where you get milk. That's kind of gross when you think about it.
What you should never do is look at Miltank in 3D
Okay.
because there's just some physics going on there that really shouldn't ever go on.
I'm gonna have to do that later.
But then apparently they can't really decide either because in some of the original Pokedex entries they talk about like China being a place in the Pokemon world.
Yeah, it's
And
hard. It's
France being a place in the Pokemon world.
No, it's everywhere. But I always thought that. What do they eat?
Yeah.
I mean, they're always eating.
Cow burgers.
Yeah.
No, but in the show they almost always eat just like rice and fish.
Yeah.
So,
And,
well, redo the episode.
Yeah, let's start over.
God,
12
you're
minutes
doing
in,
so
let's
well.
just stop.
You're doing
But
so
like
well.
they even feed the Pokemon too. So are they feeding them like other Pokemon?
Well, yeah. I mean, then, like the bird. It says it is explicitly stated that bird Pokemon eat like bug Pokemon and junk.
There you go.
So you got
Another
that.
world, and all the cockfighting that goes on in there because they're just fighting all these animals,
Forcing them to fight.
forcing them to fight. They don't want to fight, and then they trap them in balls.
Who was it? I felt like I was just having a discussion about what it was like to get an animal into a crate. Oh no, it was when we were moving. Just trying to get our cat into a little carrier crate. Like this must be what actual Pokemon
That's
is
a
like.
Pokemon.
'Cause they were
Except
trying
they
to shove
never.
that
The only
cat
time they come out is to fight to the death or to the faint.
to the faint. Well, like the Pokemon world is such a preposterous place.
It really
like,
is. Well, because like kids are dropping out of school like at 11 and going off into the woods to hunt wild creatures.
to throw balls at wild animals.
Yeah, as like an 11-year-old, you know how cool that was though for me.
Yeah. No, but just like they have free healthcare. You can just
They
wander into these buildings.
Yeah, and the Pokemon get free healthcare.
Yeah,
Even more.
and like I don't know. Everybody has money, but no one has jobs. Like everybody, you
Well,
get.
Nurse Joy.
Well, yeah,
Well,
but
that's
you
her
gotta
job.
assume that she's making nothing because they're not charging any money at the Poke Center.
Are you saying like this is some like communist society going on?
I didn't say communism.
Okay.
Probably closer to socialism.
Yeah, I might be a little closer so with the free health.
Like there's no evidence of a government other than the fact that there's a police force.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's a good point.
that's so confusing.
And all the cops are women.
Yeah. Or Squirtles.
Or
or
Squirtles.
Squirtles.
Oh my gosh. I was gonna say one more thing and maybe it'll come to me, but
Have you heard the theory as to why Ash never ages?
no, I want to hear it now though.
It's the coma theory. That he's in a coma. And he's actually like, what, he'd be like 25-ish now? No, he'd be like 30-ish now. Because he was 10 in 1999, I think. So, yeah. Numbers.
That's crazy.
20.
Well, that's, I mean...
So he's in a coma. And he just like, the show is the dreams of him. Because that's why he never ages.
I like that.
So, he
And
just...
that explains their crazy world. But I was gonna go back to like the Poke Center and healing your Pokemon on that bed.
Yeah.
I think that thing like cures cancer and stuff. You think it works on people?
I don't think so.
But I mean, anything can happen to your Pokemon. It can faint. It can be poisoned,
It can be frozen.
burnt, anything, and you just sit it on there and it's perfectly fine.
But if Pokemon Stadium is true to the lore, when you return a Pokemon to their Pokeball, that's undone. Because you can throw out a frozen Pokemon and it comes out normal and then just refreezes. Just horrible. Return, freeze.
Well, if your Pokemon ever pisses you off.
What about organized crime? There's no government, but there's organized
there is
crime.
Organized crime.
There's a lot
of organized crime.
Oh, and
a lot of it's just stealing Pokemon.
But having not played the newest ones, you don't even know about the most fabulous organized crime villains. In the new one,
it gets more fabulous than Team Rocket.
Team Flare.
Oh my gosh!
And that you can join them for 10 million.
That's it?
Yeah, you can buy the outfit for 10.
Easy entry level price.
So that's always been something I wanted to just save up that money. Cool. So I guess we should get off that topic. So because Chad and I seem to be the only people participating.
Yeah, no one else.
So we'll bring Mr. Luke into the conversation because he is the only one of us who has bothered to purchase Bloodborne. Even though 2 of us have PS4s, one of us
should really get Bloodborne.
And the other one
is experience. It'll make you a better man.
Yeah,
that's
really okay. Well, ladies, I'll get Bloodborne, so I'll be better.
You undressing?
Yeah, I am actually. I was about to go get Bloodborne so I can start practicing.
Not sure where that one's going, but all right.
We should just accept it and move on.
So, thoughts, rundown, review, nitpicks. What you got?
It's a great game. It plays like the Soul games. Just way more offensive. There's no shield.
Would you consider it a fixed version of Dark Souls 2?
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
It's a completely different monster. Like it's.
But you can't plink away at enemies with their little health bars and.
No, there is magic though. Like it's not. People say like, oh, it doesn't have spells. They call them hunter items. Instead of having uses, they use your bullets, but they're totally spells. Like you can shoot lightning bolts.
With bullets.
With bullets, yeah. That's the that is the consumable use to fuel your spells.
Bullets. Are they like special bullets, or are they just bullets?
They're your Quicksilver bullets. They're the same bullets you shoot out of your gun, and they're the same bullets that you can take a quarter of your health bar to get more of. Yep.
Just the only experience I have of watching him play. He wandered into a graveyard, killed some stuff, and then got picked up by a random, like a hand, and thrown into the sky and died.
Oh, yeah, I can see those now. I can totally see those now. They're no longer.
Is it a hand? Is it like a wall master in Zelda?
It's got like a full body and.
Does it just have giant hands?
It does have very big hands, and it's hanging out like on the side. There's like several of them hanging out on like the sides of buildings. As far as I know,
so they are like wall masters in Zelda.
Can't hurt them. I've shot at them. I've tried to poke them with my sword.
Second worst monster in Legend of Zelda is those damn wall masters and floor masters. Number one was obviously Redeads.
I think that's
Redeads are the worst thing in the entire world.
I'm gonna have to agree, but you're trying to segue us into.
No,
Zelda.
I'm just saying that is, as a child, that was my most hated thing. Like, oh, Market Town in Ocarina of Time, Sun Song, run away. It's true. It's true.
The Bloodborne's awesome.
Okay.
So that's
5/5.
What's your favorite trick weapon?
I use Ludwig's Holy Blade.
Which one's that? That is not one of the 3 that I know.
So its opening form is just a one-handed like short sword, and then when you use its trick mode, you get a two-handed greatsword. You lose your option to use the gun, but you get a two-handed greatsword.
Ooh, but then you can't do the visceral attacks.
You still can if you can get behind an enemy and charge attack them. Then it opens them up for visceral.
Because I know you said the threaded cane didn't seem all that great, or was it one of?
Yeah, it was a threaded cane.
But I watched some playthroughs, and it seems like if it's in the cane form, it does a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, well, the thing is it scales with dexterity or skill in this game, and it's not a stat you start with a bunch of, so it's not a good starting
opening
weapon.
Score it. Give us a score
For the threaded cane?
No, for
Bloodborne.
Game.
Give it a number
right now. This
number or letter.
So I said
5 out of 5.
Yeah, 5 out of 5. I love it.
You heard it here, guys. 5 out of 5. What's the character's name?
What's your character?
Whatever you name.
Oh, whatever you name it.
What did you name him?
I named him after myself, of course.
See, that's not weird.
No, you can't.
See, it's not weird. It's not weird.
It's super weird.
Okay, then he's just someone who's
Yeah,
not
he's-
into role playing.
Yeah, no, it's totally me.
No,
Okay.
I all of my Zelda save files, his name is John.
No, yeah, I roleplay the shit out of that. When he came over earlier, I was dressed as a girl.
I thought he looked like he looked like Tony Stark, dude.
You know, I do have a little goatee and some red glasses.
No.
But he's wearing like a bonnet and a
dress.
shawl. Yeah.
Oh, why did I get to go pick you up? That sounds awesome.
But you got to play a
Oh.
fair bit to get to the cross-dressing stage, so.
Yeah, that's fair. See, I thought he might have a name though, because I was wondering if he would do well in Super Smash Brothers.
The Bloodborne protagonist.
Bloodborne
Yeah.
guy.
No, because we do need to vote, and we encourage all of our listeners.
Listeners.
Is that what we're going to call them? That'll be our fan base now.
Until we forget.
To go to the official Super Smash Brothers website and vote for a character you want to be in Super Smash Brothers. And it doesn't even have to be Nintendo. And I voted for Roy because Roy is so much cooler than Ike. And I miss Roy terribly from Melee.
He hasn't been there, has he?
No, he hasn't. They
That is
replaced
sad.
him with Ike,
I don't
who
like that
they
either.
probably think is the same type of character, but he's totally not. He's totally not.
Does he play the same way though?
He's in the sense that like Donkey Kong and Bowser are slow bruisers,
Okay.
but they're two different characters. Have you played?
No, see, I only played when we were at your house and we played.
No, Ike. Ike takes
I
about
played-
8
I
seconds to
played
do
Ike.
anything, except his forward B.
Cause didn't we all go Charizard or something?
That's the rules. We have to end
Yeah.
every play session with every single person Charizard on Jungle Japes 64.
It was pretty intense.
Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz.
Carmen, who would you vote in?
I think it's cool that a lot of people are thinking about Goku, but that would be fun. But I was thinking
Fantastic.
he doesn't really fit, you know. Like he just would. I wouldn't see Mario fighting Goku, but like I think it would be cool to see like Crash Bandicoot
Ooh.
in that game.
That'd be
That,
cool.
that is
Because
actually an
they
interesting.
totally left him out of the Sony version of the copycat Smash Bros. Game they made, PlayStation
All Stars. Yeah.
He wasn't in it.
Wasn't
so
Kratos in that though?
He was.
How could you not just pick Kratos every time?
I mean, like I heard he wasn't like that good.
Yeah.
Well, they had to like bring him down so he's not OP and
People
just
still
like
play that game.
chopping Drake's head off all the time. But I mean, like they could totally put Bandicoot in it and he would fit, and like it wouldn't be weird because he wasn't in the other game. So I think that'd be fun. And he was like one of the like when we were all kids. Everybody like played.
He was a little bit before my time. I feel.
Bandicoot.
Yeah, because I never had a PS1.
Okay, no, yeah, that's
That was the time when you picked a console line and you stuck with it because you didn't have your own money and you couldn't get your parents to buy you all of them.
Yeah,
So I committed to 64
that's fine.
and got GameCube and then an Xbox 360.
Yeah, I didn't get a PS1 for like a while. I think the PS2 came out like the next month when I'd gotten my PS1.
But I've obviously voted for Roy, and they're bringing Mewtwo back, which is exciting,
That is cool.
and they're bringing
More
Lucas
Pokemon
back,
Doesn't hurt.
but nobody cares about Lucas because nobody cares about
No,
Ness.
because you said
So-
Mewtwo, so I'm not even listening to everything else you said after
But
that.
I can't. I'm trying to think of other things that would be cool in the Smash Bros. Dynamic.
I voted for Bayonetta.
Bayonetta would be very cool
Would be.
too.
Because she's Nintendo IP, so you
Yep.
don't have a problem there. And she'd be a fun character.
She would be a really fun character. Have y'all played Bayonetta?
No, I'm yet to play it.
What?
But now, I don't even have an option to play it now.
Why?
All I have is an Xbox One now.
So?
Is it on there?
No, but
Exactly.
it's on an Xbox 360.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have my 360 anymore.
Why? Why would
Because
you
I
get
had
rid
to
of it?
sell it to buy an Xbox One.
What?
And drugs.
Oh,
Lots
okay.
of drugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I guess it's okay.
I get my fix from Devil May Cry.
But it's better than Devil May
Is
Cry.
it?
It is.
It's the same game.
No, it's better.
the
It's
same
better.
Yeah, Devil May Cry's
It's
better.
more.
I agree.
No.
But
Bayonetta's-
but you don't want Goku because he's like, how does he not fit? Because I'm gonna
Ooh,
get away from.
you know what'd be
Devil May
cool?
Cry's better.
Vincent from Catherine. That'd be pretty interesting.
Interesting.
He just beats people with pillows. His final smash would like summon that'd be really cool.
He feels like they could throw him in though, and it would totally work.
Have you played Catherine?
Is that weird game where you like climb up blocks?
Yes.
That's actually a great way to
That
start
is-
it.
that
That
is-
weird game? Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Yes, it is a weird game.
No, I'm not into that kind of stuff, bro.
What, dude? It's so fun.
Like games like that and like
It's
Goat
so
Simulator
fun.
and Octodad, like I don't play
What?
that shit. Like
What?
that's just
Well, you need to
Totally
play more
not the same
simulators just
thing.
for
that's,
fun.
I mean,
though.
like
Totally
those
not
games
the
are
same
a waste
thing.
of time.
It's
Like,
not the same thing at all.
I think those games are pathetic, and I won't waste
Ooh,
my time. on them.
whoa!
Yes, throwing
Whoa.
it down.
That's just my opinion. I mean, like
What
if you play
about-
them, good for you, but
what
those
about
aren't worthy
Catherine?
of my time.
Is pathetic. Yeah, and I'm still trying. I'm still reeling in the comparison to Goat Simulator.
I wanna
I'm
give that
really
one to-
confused.
I mean, like I meant like those kind of nonsensical kind of.
It's
games.
not a nonsense
Yeah, it's
game.
totally
It's
got a
totally
whole story
super
and everything.
serious.
I mean, well, maybe they marketed it weird. I don't know. All I know is like there was some dude in his underwear climbing up blocks, and there's this weird ass chick trying to smash him or something like that.
Okay,
And
so
I was like, no thanks.
that's
I don't want
Vincent.
to pass.
And Vincent is in a committed relationship with Catherine with a C. Oh wait, no,
Must
with
be
Catherine with
jizzing
a
all
K.
over that game and not caring.
But then crazy stuff happens, and he ends up sleeping with Catherine with a C. And then he has crazy fucked up dreams where he climbs the block towers. And that's the actual gameplay. The rest of it is just you staring at the cutscenes going, Vincent, no! Because he just makes poor life choices.
I think when I was a kid, I snuck onto some porn website and played a game like that. Other than that, like, I'm not gonna do that's stupid, bro. like I said, games like that aren't worth my time. Like, I don't give two shits about this guy and his relationship problems and where his
Oh my
dick's
God,
been.
what are
Like, too bad, bro. You shouldn't put your dick in crazy. Like, whatever.
Is that crazy with a K or a C?
However Catherine's name is spelled.
No, it matters because they're both Catherine. You have to choose.
Oh, okay. He should pick neither. And then
Well,
Scott gained the
you
power
can-
of self-respect.
You can kind of like you can try because there's like a good cheater ending, or a true cheater ending, a bad cheater ending, a true love ending, and a bad love ending. Like depending on the choices that you made in
I'm
the
surprised we're
cutscenes.
still talking about this.
But no, it's. I'm gonna make you play it.
No, you're
I'm
not.
gonna make you play it.
You cannot pay me.
That'll
money
be our
to play
first
that
Let's
game.
Play.
Okay.
That committed right now. Let's play. Carmen plays Catherine.
Well, and while you're on the subject of bashing simulators, you can't bash them until you've played Bread.
Bread.
It's a
Yeah,
simulator
I am
where
bread.
you play as a slice of bread, and you're on the journey to get toasted.
I played.
That sounds just phenomenal. And why have I never heard of this?
It's on Steam.
It's on
Look it up.
Oh, that's all.
It's amazing.
I used to do
Except
this
my
thing that
Steam
required me to play games to review them, and I played Goat Simulator and Octodad,
Simulator.
whatever the fuck, however you say it. And then I was like, "This is fucking stupid, dude."
What?
What?
What's wrong with Octodad?
It's so stupid.
You're trying to live a normal
No,
life.
like
It is a high-end public simulator.
so. While we're on the topic of simulators, which this kind of slightly relates, but not really, I hate The Sims.
Okay,
because
that's fine.
I don't
Wait.
like simulators and things like that, like
That's
Octodad.
fine.
I don't want to play a game where I do shit I can
I
do in
gotta-
real
Okay,
life.
okay. I feel
can-
like your definition of simulator is just a video game.
That
Yeah,
is
that's fair.
that is not true.
Because the
That
Octodad is not a
true.
simulator.
No.
What part of Octodad is a simulator?
I meant like The Sims, bro. Like
I know, but
The Sims is like a
Yeah.
literal simulator. Yeah.
yes. But were you called Goat Simulator and Octodad like the same game?
no, I did not.
Yes.
I said that
Well, and
they're
with
equally
Catherine.
stupid. All those games are
They
stupid.
just call them stupid.
Yeah, those are
Hmm.
dumb games that I will not play.
I gotta defend like The Sims. Yes.
No, you
like,
can't defend
yes, I
The
can.
Sims.
Yes, I can. Like
So
the-
for
like the
episode
actual-
5, I'm gonna go to the library, buy a dictionary, and show you guys the definition of the word opinion. That means that I can say what I want, and that doesn't give two
can.
fucks
You
what you
can.
guys
I
think.
was gonna say like
We're also allowed to be mad at you for having your opinion because this is America.
Okay, I guess that makes
You're
sense.
free to be wrong.
I guess.
Plus, you being wrong is actually good because now more people on the internet can be like, wait, I can't come to bed. Somebody is wrong on the internet.
Yes.
And they will comment
So you're
about
welcome.
how wrong you are.
You guys are welcome.
yeah, they're gonna do that or jerk off.
Or maybe they'll do both
Yeah,
at the
both.
same
Or
time.
maybe do both at the same
no,
time.
that's talent. Like using one hand. That's a lot of.
That's next
a lot of
level
work.
when like you can get off on like someone's
Wrongness.
yeah and like just trolling them. Oh, you can bust it up that way.
Do you like wear the troll mask while you
You'd
do?
have to. They probably stick
Or does
fingers
their
up
face
butts,
naturally
too.
contort into that expression at that point?
Yeah.
Okay, no, but continue trying to defend Sims.
No, I mean, like, the gameplay just be boring. Yeah, no one wants to go out and get a job in a real game, and then your characters are gone at the job all day, so you can't do anything. I just enjoy building houses. That's all.
That's fine.
That's all.
Do you take away the bathroom and watch your Sims like die of?
So actually, when I was home 2 weeks ago, we put a whole bunch of Sims in a house and burnt it down. And then we brought more Sims, and then we put them in the pool. Took out all the ways to get out of the pool. They all drowned. So then I had to, because I wanted a cemetery in the town. So I had to keep bringing in these families and killing them. And the cool thing is, like, I had to make these families.
So you were intimately familiar with their details.
Yes, I was. I gave them little bios. So they show up and stuff. But yeah, you kill them so you can get a tombstone. And then I have a tombstone.
That's cool.
But yeah, you put them in a house. You put, fireplaces all around the house. You fill the house. And it's basically just a square room. Fill it with chairs. Anything that'll catch on fire. Have them go around, start lighting all the fires. Everything slowly just starts catching on fire. Everybody starts burning. Grim Reaper shows up.
Yeah.
You get a tombstone.
You're a sick bastard.
No, it's the only way to get tombstones in the game.
I mean, like, that's cool, I guess.
Could you not do that by making a happy Sim family and allowing them to live their life and die of natural causes at the end?
Well, you can on the like newer ones. This is like the original Sims, and this is the only way to get it.
So people are immortal unless they burn or drown to death?
Yeah, your character is immortal in that original.
Well, I guess drowning to death. I guess if you drown, you're dead. So that's like being killed to death.
Yeah, and really, you just put them in the pool. They can't get out because they can't crawl over the sides for some reason because they need the step ladder. So then you just fast forward time. And then after like 5 in-game hours or so, they're just too tired. The cool thing is though, like...
Wait, what?
They just die. They just die.
Is there not a shallow end?
There's not. But here's the cool thing. This is really the thing because the pool, it's it's also a leisure, but it's also a fitness thing. So you can use the pool to make your sim more fit. So while you're doing this, it just talks about how they get fitter and fitter until they die.
Working out.
Welcome to my life. Sorry, guys. We can change the subject.
I don't remember how I got here.
I don't remember either. So
I do.
Dude.
Because
Oh,
I'm talking about Catherine being
oh yeah, we're talking
Yeah.
about simulators. Okay.
I'm trying to think if I play any simulator games. I don't think I do.
Whoa, wait up! I just saw on this list the most adult purchase ever.
Oh yeah. So
before you explain this, is this like buying a hooker? Or
No.
something? Is it adult themed?
no, it's something that as a 24-year-old who is married and like has a house and everything. This is a purchase that we made at Walmart like 2 days ago.
Really?
After we got what we needed from Walmart, on the way out, we have to stop and look at the magic stuff because
Of course.
see if there's any bargains.
Always.
And they had plushies of all the Eve evolutions except who was missing. Vaporeon was missing and Espeon was missing. So we bought Sylveon and Leafeon and Glaceon.
Did you grab them all?
No,
They
because
had?
I really wanted to get Flareon and
Okay.
Jolteon too, but
How do you pass on Flareon?
I know Flareon's pretty fabulous. And then while in line to buy them, I had to get a soda, and they had the impulse buy like dollar candy. They had a big old bag of Sour Patch Kids, so I
Yes.
grabbed one of those.
Was it the blue kind now that they're
Well,
doing
it
now?
had blue in
Oh,
it,
okay.
but it was so I had like a Dr. Pepper, 3 Eevee dolls in my arms, standing next to my wife. It was just in the checkout line. That was our adult purchase. Because it's always been a running joke too with my friend is like, what's the most awkward thing that we could buy at like Target or Walmart? And it has to involve Pokemon cards, like a booster of Pokemon cards, and like maybe some Vaseline
Yeah.
or some sort of lubricant. And then like what beyond there can make it worse?
I mean, I always have this joke with Carmen when we go shopping that we're just going to buy a whole bunch of condoms and lube and just check out. Not saying anything. Just go through the line. Yeah. But just like an unnecessarily large amount of condoms.
like getting ready for an orgy.
Yeah, like we're talking about multiple 36 count boxes.
That's a lot of money.
You could come to Sam's Club and buy the unfortunately named Family Pack.
Ooh. Oh yeah, no, I mean they have those.
Is it really?
They have those at Walmart too. That's so you can fuck your whole family. Of course, let's just go there.
What's the biggest size of tub of Vaseline that I can buy at Sam's?
I have to check and get back to you. But quite large.
Could you dip a baby in it?
Not that large.
Oh, another question we had at dinner the other day. Would you rather be submerged in honey or pickle juice?
I love both. So that's actually heaven. For like honey would be fantastic.
Thank you.
I'd probably die though. Like how deep?
Like
is it?
just to your neck.
Okay, because I'd
No,
sink
not
and
like
couldn't get
underneath.
out. Okay, yeah, that's death. But yeah, probably the honey just because it's sweet.
Thank
It's
you.
probably great for your skin.
Probably.
Who knows?
It would be so good. I would love to be submerged in honey.
Yeah, that'd be great. And like just the
Yeah.
viscosity of it would just.
It would be
like,
great,
it'd
and
just
you
be
wouldn't
nice.
come out smelling like pickles, which is a plus.
But I mean,
for
I
me.
like pickles, so
Yeah,
if
pickles-
someone's like, "You're going in pickle juice," I'm like, "Okay,
Pickles are
it's
gross.
fine with me."
Luke seems to think pickle juice would be
Pickle
better.
juice all the way.
Yeah,
It'd be less work to clean yourself off.
yeah.
Like, just go take a shower. Honey comes right.
No,
It'd take a while.
You're not just going to take a shower after
Or
a bath. at
or go
night.
roll on the carpet. You know, it's
Cover yourself with feathers.
yeah. Just run down the street. It'll be fine. Carmen.
Well, you didn't even ask him a question.
I think pickle juice, man. Like,
What?
here's the thing, right? Especially because at first I thought you meant like somebody's trying to murder you, and you're like,
That's what I thought.
So I was like, could I eat more honey or drink more pickle juice? But now that I know that I'm not in danger. I'm just like, I'm at a spa.
No, this is a
really weird-
recreational activity.
Yeah, I know I'm playing Catherine now, and I'm like submerged in these weird juices. So I mean, like, I feel like pickle juice like is like. It's just better. Like
What?
you said, like, you get in the pickle juice, you're like, all right, this is weird. Whatever. You get out, you shower real quick, you're fine.
Are there
right?
pickles in the pickle juice, or
No,
is it
it's
just pickle
just-
juice?
I don't
pure
want to be all
pickle juice.
sticky
Okay.
and like anything like that. Like, this is not cool, bro.
What about Jello or pickle juice?
Again, pickle juice.
What?
I think they're just gonna pick pickle juice.
I mean,
every time.
no, because pickle juice is like just green water, but like Jello is like, I don't know. I feel like it would be harder to get that off. Like he said, that's gonna be the deciding factor. Like how quickly
cleanup.
can I
Wow.
return
What?
to normal?
I don't even think that. Like I'm just thinking of the moment.
I know,
I'm not
right?
thinking of the after.
Oh, nah, man.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I'm too lazy not to think of the consequences to my actions. I take the easiest way.
Yeah.
I have to think
Path
about
of
that.
least
Yeah.
resistance. Speaking of path of least resistance, they announced at some date in the future, downtown Austin getting a like citywide slide.
That sounds
Yeah,
so,
a citywide water slide.
That
They're gonna
sounds
bring
It's
it,
like borderline Futurama stuff.
that sounds
and
so awesome.
and it's like $20 to go once, $35 you can go 3 times in a day, or $60 you can go unlimited times in that day. And like every like step of it, you get a water gun equivalent to like the level of money that you put in,
Yeah.
and a T-shirt. So if you pay up for like the VIP one, you get like a super soaker.
That's
and you just like
ingenious.
slide by and like squirt the little kids who are on the
Yeah.
ride with you. Like, just,
That's
Take that, Portland.
I can see like the people in City Hall in Austin. They're like, man, all these people are down here like picketing and shit. Like, we got to do something, right? How do we empower the hipsters? How do we make a shit ton of money off these people?
Slip and
some guy in the
slide.
back was like, water slide. They're like, that's an amazing idea.
Well, yeah, he curled his mustache.
Yeah.
Like, I propose.
We'll give these people
Little
a
does
bunch
he-
of junk, and if they give us more money, they get bigger junk.
And-
It's a
and
great idea.
Little does he tell the city council that he's actually the sole manufacturer of water slides in the state of Texas.
Of course.
I mean, he's already on this council, so he's doing something.
So that's exciting.
yeah, he's the Colonel
That's really
Sanders of
neat.
water slides. It's pretty epic. They're gonna like people are gonna get so drunk on 6th Street, and then somebody's gonna get up on that bitch and like fall off and
My
die.
question, because the picture they show, I think it's somewhere in California because everything starts in California.
Oh, really?
So it's
this
on like a
isn't
big.
original?
No, it's a thing apparently that
Oh.
happens. But like, if it's on a hill, what could possibly be at the end of that water slide to stop you? If you have gone any approximation of citywide, and you've been on that
Yeah,
water slide for
yeah.
more than 5 minutes,
Build
you're
up
gonna be
some
going pretty,
momentum.
pretty quickly. What is at the end of that
pool?
slide to
Yes,
stop
I
you?
don't know.
A building.
I mean, like, I've been to Schlitterbahn. I've been on uphill water slides. It takes a lot of momentum to get you up hills.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's just a giant pool.
A
Like
bunch of
community
empty
pool.
PBR cans. Just throw.
I mean, California has one because they're getting ready for when they break off and be like an island. Like,
God, that'd be so fantastic.
Not for them.
No, that'd be fantastic for me.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because I don't like California.
Well, no.
Boom, shots fired.
I mean, I'm not from
because,
there. So,
because Californians go to Hawaii and ruin it for the rest of us. That's why.
That's a generalization. But what
No,
are you talking
Have you
about?
not seen the South Park episode? It's totally real.
Is there a South Park episode about
Absolutely
that?
about being local.
Yeah, locals.
But
It's a
they
good
totally
one.
do, because Californians are like, you can go to Hawaii and just pick out the families that are from California.
Why? Because they're white.
No, that's racist.
That was right.
No,
My
because
bad.
because they're the ones with like the Hummer brand stroller that seats 17 children, and they have one kid who's like 13 riding in it,
Okay.
and they're like pushing it across the sand.
We should look at the fact that not that these people have a Hummer brand scooter, but that they have 13 kids.
No,
Like,
it's
No,
17.
they have
Oh,
one
no.
kid. It's like soccer moms who have a Chevy Suburban and have one kid with no friends. Like you don't have that.
The
car.
kid doesn't have friends, or the, mom
The
doesn't?
kid has no
Okay.
friends.
Yeah.
see, the mom, since she has one kid, she's obviously like planning ahead for her future life, and she's gonna have lots of friends and like more kids. She's just preparing. She already has the car. So
And the Californians are always the people at the restaurants complaining about how expensive everything is, which is crazy because pretty much it's exactly the same prices you pay in California. So you should be used to paying more for it anyway. So they just need to not. It should be against the law to go to Hawaii if you're from California.
if you're listening to this and you're from California, fuck you.
Thank
This
you.
is
Yes, I was
Wait
gonna
a
say
minute.
it.
Is
I'll
what
be outside.
Jonathan's saying.
I've been to San Diego, and it was pretty nice.
I've been to San Diego.
I've
They have a
never
pretty
been
cool
to
zoo.
California,
I have
so-
nothing against going to California and ruining
You
California.
just don't like Californians.
No, I just
'Cause they
really,
ruined Hawaii.
because they also tried to ruin Austin. Because
Weird.
yeah, the tech boom, they moved into like Del Valley and junk. We have all these Californians moving into Austin, driving up property value, buying old houses,
Yeah,
pushing them
crazy,
over and building their McMansions.
They're
Population.
McMansion.
McMansions.
No, that's a good term for it. But so you have reason. There's justification behind
Yeah.
what you're saying.
That is
So
not
that's
justification.
real.
That is a
No,
bunch
that's-
of like
that's-
hateful
At least
belongings.
he has a reason. He's not just like I hate Californians. That's all
I
it is.
guess.
He has a reason.
Even if it's a wrong reason.
It's an opinion.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean to be wrong or right.
That's me jizzing on you hating
I'm
Californians.
still laughing
and
at
everything.
that Colonel Sanders thing because wait, who did you say he was the Colonel? Who was the Colonel Sanders?
The water slide guy.
Yeah, because you're just like saying like Colonel Sanders means you're like the best of. So like
No,
Oh, he's
I-
got the monopoly on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, see, I thought it was the other way. Like Albert Einstein is the
No.
Colonel Sanders of science.
No.
What?
No.
That's how I would have said. Like
No.
Colonel Sanders means you're the best.
No.
Michael Jordan is the Colonel Sanders of basketball.
No, he's not.
That's how I took it. That's
Update
why,
your pop culture reference.
that's why I was laughing a little harder.
Oh, okay. I mean, it was still funny.
It
just
was-
wasn't
it
like
was-
that funny. But
valid,
was me.
valid joke.
Was me.
so people from California suck, I guess.
Yeah.
They
No,
must have
he
made
really
that
did.
game Catherine. That's why they sucked.
No.
If they made that game, I'll hate
No,
them.
Japanese
Yeah.
people made Catherine.
Easily Japanese.
Do you hate them too?
No, I love
Okay,
Japanese.
that's good.
You're only
And-
gonna get a game like Catherine from the Japanese.
It's totally true. They have a long running manga series called Rape Man.
That's a thing.
Yes,
Like it's literally
and
called
you
that.
yes, it's called Rape Man.
That's not some weird like translation.
That's what it is
Oh.
called.
That's super wrong.
And you will see people like on the bus just reading it in public. Like it's totally okay over there to do that.
Does that mean something else over there?
No,
Oh.
it means exactly what it means. Rape is rape.
I mean, it's a different language, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, because in Japanese, no means yes.
Not what I meant. Okay, I just meant the, like.
No,
fuck
it's
you,
just
man.
it's just a different culture. So
Yeah, well, that's weird.
Where we get tentacle porn from? So
well, they weren't allowed to depict regular.
no,
porn.
you're right. They got blare out penises and stuff. Right? Isn't that a thing?
Well, no, they weren't allowed to. That was why the fisherman's wife's dream, I think, is the first.
I don't know. I'm just we can segue into porn, but if that's what y'all want to do.
No.
Everyone looks uncomfortable right now. Like I'm crazy for suggesting that. about?
I mean, you're the one that went on this rant about murdering people. And
Oh,
you're
okay.
saying-
Yeah. So not only do I murder people, I jerk off too, because it's such a crime.
To the murder?
Oh, yeah, sure. I just meant the jerking off. Murder's gonna happen regardless.
No, I mean, never mind. Let's just not go there.
Oh, let's go back there.
But yeah, no, I think that might actually be a good place to call it.
You think so?
Yeah.
You got nothing else to say?
I got plenty of stuff to say.
Yeah,
but
I'll go
you
for
gotta
it.
come back for it.
Carmen? Any closing words?
No.
None?
Death to California.
Yeah. You want to say anything?
No, I think we covered most of it.
We talked about a bunch.
Yeah.
I don't really want to say anything more to these people. So
What do you mean these people?
yeah,
These
He
are our
mean-
honored
he means
guests.
the
these-
11 people that listen.
No, he means these beautiful
I mean the
people
listeners, not y'all. I love
who
y'all.
are taking the time to listen to it because we really appreciate that they're listening.
So keep coming back.
Even though most of the time our stuff's like supposed to be about nerd stuff, we go on random rants about our
So
generation
it's-
in
We
California.
talked about Pokemon for a while.
We did talk about Pokemon for a while. So we'll come back next time with more randomness. Yeah.